my peanut.
Does anyone else binoculars shake like really fast when you're looking through them?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Squad Ops Saturday Session 2 event. We bring to you tonight a brand new event, Operation Tarantula, the very first op we've had that is going to include the British faction. I am your host for this, or the commentator for this evening, Shadowed Ritual, joined today with the one and only Karma Cut. How's it going, Karma?
The one and only. What's up, everybody? How are we all doing? We all ready for some One Life action tonight? This is some brand new V11 Squad Ops action we got going on. Once again, Squad Ops is a One Life platform, so once you're dead, that's it. And this is, as Shadow said, our first operation with the Brits.
Nice of you to join us, Fu.
No, it's going to be super exciting. You got to use the new weapons. You got to all those amazing mechanics. Unfortunately, no vehicles, but still, we're going to get to see some British weaponry in action. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the commands and squad leads for this event, and then we'll go ahead and give you a brief overview of the ops. So for this evening, British forces, we've got Command Kirkley, squad leads Mr. Yuzi, Lawn Darts, Expit, and Stormfront. So Kirkley's not one of the more experienced commands, but he has done it several times. This is probably his first time in, I'd say, a couple months. He's been behind
It's been a while since we've seen Kirkley command.
Been a minute. And all these squad leads are very, very experienced. Expit, Stormfront, very experienced guys. Lawn Darts and Yuzi, I see good stuff out of them. Do you want to go over the INS?
You can do it.
So for the INS, we've got commands Rose Dragon, squad leads Dwarf, It's Crispy, Pain 1-2B, and Rival Helicopter. Rose Dragon is one of our newer commands, but he has definitely done it a metric shit ton, and he is getting better. His decision making is slowly getting better as more experience he gets. Dwarf, Crispy, Pain, and Rival, all relatively experienced squad leads. Nothing that sticks out to me really, but they're all really consistent in their command styles.
Yep, a lot of new faces we see as ESL. People have been coming in. We've got a huge staff bump since V11, added a whole bunch more members. And I guess while we're at it, why not throw a couple staff application things in there? We're looking currently for more admins, more event admins. We're looking for all kinds of people to help join the Squad Ops staff, keep the events running, and the community growing. You can find out more at squadops.gg on our Discord. There will be a staff application, so we are looking for admins, event admins, and more staff. So if you are interested, you've been around in the community, you want to get in on some Squad Ops action, you want to help us out, go ahead and check out those staff apps.
Stormfront will be on the heavy machine gun mark.
Alright, and we're going to go ahead and give a quick overview of this op, just to sort of give you an idea of what this op entails. So it's Operation Tarantula Hawk. Essentially, the British get to choose between two routes, the green route or the yellow route, starting at either J5 or K6, and then they need to clear each of those sectors marked with the circles. You signify that a sector is clear by dropping a fob. So, and the INS get to spawn at either of the red locations, possible insurgency activity, basically, and that is essentially the op. The British have to finish clearing their routes, and the INS's job is to stop them.
Yep,
and
just a standard push and clear for the Brits here. It's going to be real fun. We're playing on this Cora layer that I don't think we've ever played on the daytime Cora for an operation, right? We don't have any. Oh, we do. We do have a couple daytime Cora operations. It's going to be great now in V11, though. They've redone all the trees. As you can see, the lighting's better. V11 has actually just done wonders for squad.
Oh yeah, the environment looks great, and with the V10 vaulting mechanics that were brought in, this map is so much easier to traverse and just get into positions that were really difficult to get into originally, and it just opens up so many doors for either the attackers or the defenders as they move to clear through a lot of these like tall sandstone buildings, I guess. What it is? I don't know what kind of stone this is.
Some kind of mud houses, something like that. But yeah, we're getting all the players loaded in here. We're gonna be waiting for the commands to do their briefing, and then we'll go live. So we'll see how long it's gonna take these guys to get their plans together. Once again, The
Where's
command
Aaron
staff
over
does
here?
come
You
up
just
with
check
their
it.
operation plan
I gotta get
beforehand.
running to go
They
swim for
then
one
have
really
to
quick. I'll be
implement
back.
that, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
only
you're
get
good.
one shot to
Alright.
execute it on either side
Alrighty,
because it
over
is a
here.
one-life event. So hopefully we see some clean
yeah.
plays here, some good
We're
decision making,
good.
and a good
Good,
operation
good. Okay,
for us to
awesome. Everybody's
watch.
good. Awesome. Okay. Go ahead and
Man,
split up
just
into
look at those
5
British
teams, and
uniform.
then,
The amount of detail
we'll get
OWI
out.
puts
We're
into
gonna
this
be
is
patrolling
just
the north side of the
so
river, so we're
nice.
gonna be bounding
They
and
look
moving
really
a lot as fire
nice. They
teams.
look
So
nice
fire
and
team
clean.
needs to get all that squared away.
What mark are we?
Where's sniper?
Thank you, Willis.
Okay.
We are the
Alright,
not
my guys
only frontal contact, but we're gonna get slammed in the side contact. So have fun.
Oh, I will.
Alright,
Have
so
fun, chaps.
yeah.
Cheerio.
Who am I missing? Is Randall on my?
Yeah, it's Randall.
Alright, just come over here. We'll talk.
Looks like the British are lining up or sort of getting ready for their command brief. We'll see if we can catch at least a part of it.
You're gonna be with
Squad 3
Randall.
on West Radio, just having my flight team leaders check for optics. Delegating like a boss.
Want me to withhold the lat or free fire if I see a squad?
Come here. I don't believe they have any vehicles.
I was playing,
Yeah, so just
like-
whenever you see fit, just blow.
what game am I trying to think of?
Got a nice helmet.
Yeah, the reason why they changed
Shifty and flash.
Where's Lil Muppet?
Hey,
Right.
yeah, where's Beta or Bravo?
Is it we can just blow up the ID and then fall back in?
Okay, actually, Payne, go ahead. You're on the. Okay, yeah, I like it.
We are Alpha.
That's perfect. Yeah, because then we can.
The guys,
Go for two.
I'm here. I'm on the wall now.
Alright, so this
the riflemen won't be looking outside that compound, so we'll have to let them know when they're enclosing it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think
Why
this
would you
restriction
like
needs to apply for my squad and Payne's. Just make sure don't go into plantation. So you guys will be very close to it.
Yeah, plantation I think is pretty
Rose,
contained
we won
within
that
the,
game,
four
by the way,
corners that I
when you
marked.
disconnected.
I think it's.
Yeah,
those
I'm just
four corners.
saying.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
see
DC
the gap
again
bar
tonight?
run away.
Does look like the server is filling up here. We are almost done with the setup. We're gonna listen into one command brief, and then the server will go live.
Don't forget.
It's gonna be a fun op, seeing the Brits as their first time in squad ops,
Alright,
using those L85s,
Command structure
another weaponry
being-
against the new insurgent skins. Those skin reworks
I'm gonna be
were
far,
added
so
in
don't
the
put me
11,
up there.
and it's
I'll
gonna be a
just do
cool
a 1, 2,
map.
3, 4
I
then.
think this is gonna be a really fun layer, simply because the lighting
Alright, you guys
is it's pretty bright, so insurgents can't go
I will be
on
saying
flanks
it when I get up
and
there.
hit,
Got a couple guys
hit
I
the
gotta
British in awkward locations,
everyone
like
here
in
from the squads
Operation
that are staying
Midnight
here?
Mass, where
Squad
the
leaders, we good?
layer is nighttime. But it's gonna be, I think, a lot of
Make sure you get your
small
shovel out.
firefights at distance, and
This is
we'll
original,
see
mate.
how
Or
much
watch it.
insurgents are able to
Shovel.
capitalize on their element of surprise
guys.
with their pre-positioning.
Yeah, I think it's all going to come down to where the INS set up initially, and where they're able to hit the British in the ass. We're about to hear which side they're going to choose. The INS chose to spawn on the northern half of the map, towards the H6 keypad, and we're about to hear what the British rep chose as they go into their
Heads
brief.
up, guys. There's still a handful of people connected. They're trying to get in as fast as they can, so I'm focusing on that right now. Someone's tell you we're taking the southern shore route.
Can I get a shout out? What's up, Xavier Victorino? There's your shout out.
British flag. Yeah, it's red, blue, and yellow stripes.
Alright,
Alpha's
good.
The Romaine.
Payne has the sniper mark, and Rival has the green fob mark. You guys are just going to set up over there. We're assuming they're going to go to the northern route at first, and just be ready to ambush them. Scouts, your squad leads will tell you where we want those IEDs set up, and just be ready to blow those at a moment's notice. And otherwise, we're just going to kind of play it by ear. If they don't come this way, they go south. We'll just reorient the platoon south and push south across the river. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Shoot!
What are the positions for squads if they are south?
We'll basically
Or
take
will
that
we just go up or
triangular,
make it up?
So basically what we'll do is we'll take that triangular force setup and just move it south kind of like this. kind of presenting the front face of the triangle in the direction of enemies. That rear squad is mostly there to fill in the gaps. So like if squad 1 gets totally murdered on the north side, that rear squad will come in and fill in their position, or kind of play it as needed.
So they can get murdered too.
Yep.
Yeah. Another thing, for mine and Payne's squad, we will be very close to the Capstone Plantation. If you see that little capture point in the top of your screen, run the fuck away from it. We do not want to let the Brits know where we are. You understand?
They have a satellite staring at the plantation. Don't go in there. So, but if they start contacting us,
Wait,
from
a
the plantation,
satellite?
go for it. Yep. Yeah, they're watching us. They just can only see the plantation, the lavender fields, or the poppy field. They can't see anything else.
Awesome.
Anything else?
So for some reason, like you feel like planting a flag there, just no. Run away.
Yeah, are all you squad leaders quadruplets? Do you all look the same?
Wow.
We had a very interesting
Well, we are all
childhood.
brothers. Yeah.
Battle Brothers.
Exactly. Alright, we'll go ahead and break it out and call for a lifetime. Alright, INS is ready.
Your beard is whack, bro.
Rose, were you
Whack.
aware that you rhymed?
Understood,
before?
INS is ready.
When?
Stand by for lifetime.
Spider-Man screwing up the British plan.
Surprise, Husey squad will flank to the south, and the medium machine gun squad will set up a base of fire to cover those flanking squads. Once we eliminate the contact that we have hit, we'll go ahead and push on to the next objective. Once we have the first 2 fobs placed, we will be defending that very last fob in Gulf 8 Keypad 4. We'll send 1 squad across that little stream to occupy the little village in the northwest, and so we'll just be pulling a defense while the Black Knives throw everything that they can.
Hey,
or
Nathan,
everything
thank
that
you
they
so
have
much for
at
the
us.
$2. Right now, we are currently
Do I have
watching
any
the Brits finish up their briefing. They've got all their troops here. We got a full op tonight, 40v40.
Right off of live, the whole
And
platoon will be sprinting
the
south.
entire
We're gonna try and
platoon
get
is going to be
across this
going
large river
straight
as quickly as
south.
possible.
So they're taking a
It
full,
is possible for the INS to have a lookout
straight
squad
up
either
platoon push
in
here.
the
No splitting
mosque
or anything like
up
that.
at
They're going to
the
be
grape
just
farm.
pushing through all insurgent contact.
If they
Now,
do
this is
have
a very
in
tough
the
formation
mosque,
for
they can sprint
insurgents
north
to
and get
assault,
eyes on the river
simply
very
because
quickly.
the
So
Brits
that's why
have
it's important for us
superior
to get across
weaponry.
that river as
It's going to
fast
be
as
up to
possible.
insurgents
We
to
don't want
pick
them
and
to know
choose
that
their
we're on the south
firefights,
side.
will the Brits down as they
If there's no other
proceed through,
questions, squad
but
leaders,
they
go ahead
will
and break them up,
not
go over
win
any
a
details that
straight
you
up
guys need to,
engagement with a
and we'll get
40v40
ready for a
brawl
lifetime.
simply because of that
I'm guessing
disparity
Alpha's on
between the
north side
faction
of
power and the weaponry.
Alpha, stay by me.
Grind, this is not pre-recorded, and going off of Karma's statement about the British superior weaponry, let's actually go over the assets. The British assets include, for the squad, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank, and 1 medic per squad, and they get a weapon squad, which includes 4 of the medium machine guns and 1 medic. So that's a lot of firepower on 1 squad. And for the INS, they get 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank, 1 medic per squad, and they get an optional hideout squad that gets 2 automatic riflemen, 1 scout, and 1 medic, and they get 2 scouts for the platoon. So if they choose that optional hideout squad, they can get up to 3 scouts, and those IEDs might be what makes or break the British. You know,
Yeah,
just drawing
good
them
IED
in.
placement, especially because insurgents do know the compounds that the Brits have to check. Knowing that information, a single good IED has the potential to cause massive casualties.
The camo looks like weird hair. Well, Keys. Yeah, I guess. But it breaks up the silhouette. Looks like the British are done with their brief. The INS are about finished with their brief. We're just waiting for a live time to be called. Doesn't look like one has been called just yet.
Canadian flag? Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
not the
alright.
call.
Actually,
You traitor, you
it's probably either the Colombian or Armenian.
Alpha, behind me. How far can we start to the south?
I think it's a little wall right here, this little half wall.
Roger.
Maybe just on the other side of it. So we
Got
can...
this.
I'm gonna
if we
set
get
like half my
pushed
fire
out
team dead.
of the position near plantation, we'll fall back to here, or we'll fall back to here.
I'm gonna split half my fire team then, or yeah, I'm gonna have Alpha or Bravo down there. I'm probably gonna stay.
All right, for those of you joining us late
I'm
here,
probably gonna
this is
stay with
Squad
them, keep
Ops
eyes as well on that
Operation
side.
Hawk. Squad Ops
And
is
have
a
Alpha
one
stay
life
in this
community
H6
event.
copy.
You can check out more at squadops.gg. Register, sign up, and join us. We are rolling out here pretty soon. We've finished the command brief.
So we know we're
This is
twin
the
day.
straightest
Wait,
to
twin
warm
day.
operation. People are
We need
going to be
uniform.
moved
Yeah,
on
let's
here
start
as soon as
with
we get a
this.
live
Now I'm
time on
only
squad.
sorry
As soon as the players start to die, they'll be jumping into spectator cam and witnessing the fight from above. So if you'd like to get in on these events, you're new to squad, new to squad ops, check us out, squadops.gg. We got basic training, public servers, custom servers, all kinds of different training, different opportunities. It's a great time, great people, and yeah.
Bad Dog, are all squad games like this, not just the custom servers? This is a custom One Life event, Bad Dog, so you're only going to get that in our servers. We are working on a hardcore mod that will be similar, not exactly like this, and we'll see whenever we manage to get that out. We're really waiting for the new V10 or V11 SDK to come out to really update our mod and continue on with our hardcore mod. But if you want to play on our whitelist servers, you check us out, squadops.gg whitelist or squadops.gg invasion/insurgency 24/7 servers. We have plenty of whitelist servers or public servers for you to join if you want to just get in on some good old vanilla gameplay.
Thank you.
We're over here, guys.
Is it live, Bradley? Not live just yet. Live time actually hasn't even been called yet.
Is that you, Top?
Has it? No, has not been called yet.
Yeah,
So
alright,
we're just waiting. British are just waiting around, having a cup of tea, and waiting to go.
Wait, there you are.
Who are you? That's Damien.
Perfect.
Get back. Fixed it. Yeah, we were able to defend.
What?
Where were you at this sec?
Not being there.
You're supposed to.
Squad Ops seems hella lit. We appreciate that, Generic Gamer. As long as you guys like watching what we're doing, we like to stream it, and we like showing you guys exactly what we're doing. It's a lot of fun. All these guys are volunteers. Nobody's getting paid for any of this. It's just people getting together and having a more serious, more intense kind of gameplay on in this game squad. Hopefully it's not 13 minutes long. Exactly, Bradley. First, for those of you who don't understand that, first round of session 1 was like a 13-minute long game, and it was action packed for 13 minutes. It was just a little quick for some people. For some people, it was just action right off the bat. So this should be a little bit longer. There's going to be about I'm going to just go ahead and say about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes of just positioning while the British and the insurgents sort of jockey for position and get in a
Icing.
Getting in way
Can you
to
what the
to
ABCs
get
of communication are?
the British.
Brevity.
They're gonna have to play the insurgents like insurgents should be played. Just hit and run and hitting them and just trying not to get caught. Because if they get caught, especially by those MGs. Who's doing the MG squad, by the way? Let's check that out. Looks like Squad 1 Stormfront Squad has 4 of those MGs. Kush Goblin, Hero, UJ Key, and Zeke rocking those MGs, and we're going to see just how effective they're going to be. They really need to be sure to get set up before they start firing. And the British can't get ahead of these guys. It's really going to be a bulk of their firepower is going to be in those 4 MGs.
Dork's connecting right now, but we're gonna set a live time in 1 hour. In 1 hour?
At 1:00.
At 1:00.
Alright.
Roger.
Go ahead and type in the team chat to have Zoklar join my squad. Or Zoklar is going to disappear. Is Zoklar in the event?
So yeah.
Cypher, I love the comms, mostly so immersive. The comms are amazing, and it's you can get these kind of comms in vanilla games sometimes if you get some squad leads that you're familiar with, but just the immersion in these comms are just it's so intense. Like it really gets the heart pumping.
I can't wait to see that MG squad in action and just hear those GPMGs laying down lead.
Oh,
That's
it is going to be
exciting.
glorious. Gotta
All
make
right,
sure
we
they
have
spread
our
out.
live time, 58 seconds, and we do see that hideout squad on the south here, and then we have the rest of the insurgents on the north end of the map. I think the Brits have chosen the south route, so they will be heading straight for that hideout squad. And if that, like we said, if that IED gets placed down and detonated at the correct time and place, that could do devastating damage if the Brits aren't paying attention to spacing.
Who's running this? Looks like Dwarf is going to run that hideout squad.
And we're live in 20.
Now all he does is make memes.
There it is.
No, same meme.
All right, 10 seconds. I'll get ready.
Alright, boys, live in 5 seconds. Go.
This is an infantry only op. There are no vehicles on this op. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any of the
All right.
warriors or anything.
And we're off to the races. Brits are now pushing out. We see a nice platoon line moving out here. Well, semi-nice. We got the entire British platoon here pushing out south. That's going to be weird. I haven't well, no one has, I guess, commentated a British op.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic tactical blob as they just run out of main, moving to get into position. They must not be super worried. And I honestly, I wouldn't be. I mean, their game just started. You know they're not going to be right out of your main.
They are relatively close to the edge of the map, so they're pretty confined here until they push out a couple hundred meters. But yeah, they're all getting ready to move towards contact. That hideout squad is back at the was that the mosque?
Yeah,
They're
I think that's called mosque.
A good terrain feature about the mosque is they do have that tower that they can use to observe. However, looking right now at the tower, there's no one in there. So that's probably something that should be addressed. I do believe they're trying to send someone up there, but that's some valuable information. And squad ops information is half the game, simply because you lose a ton of it as your players in command start to die. Communication doesn't get passed along, and they can lead to some devastating results.
You always need to know where these guys are. Like as a squad lead, as a command in these ops, you spend like 95% of your game with your binoculars out and just directing fire or just keeping your squad in the know. And that is the best tool you can possibly get, is just knowing where to point your guys so that way they can get their guns facing the right direction. Is just better than you being able to maybe get one kill.
All right, up and over.
Tactical blob is starting to split up here as they get more room on the south side of the map. We can see this line starting to get formed.
They really need to spread out. Exactly, Nathan. They're spreading out. The game has just started. Look, they got the MG set up on the low wall, and look at that MG. The amount of fire they can put out with these.
Wounds to bleeding, death within 10.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that suppression rework. That's going to change the entirety of how squad plays. Being able to effectively reduce fire being output by the enemy with your own is going to just further intensify.
Looking good, guys. Looking good.
Even in like the one life events, the suppression as is pretty effective, just because it's a one life event. All these guys know that if you die, you don't come back. So if you're being shot at, a lot of people will keep their heads down. I'd like to see a little more suppression effect, especially for like vanilla games. But suppression definitely works in the ops. The spectator view is awesome. We appreciate that, Zach.
All right, so it looks like Brits are now about 300, maybe 400 meters away from the closest contact. We're going to see the first firefight probably in about, I'd say maybe 5 minutes here, as the Brits continue to spread out, get that platoon line going. You see that MG squad in the back on that low wall, like you pointed out before. They're set up as the base of fire, covering the 3 movement squads, pushing along the north, south, and direct west of the platoon.
3, go ahead and start moving west.
And Stormfront is another one of our staff members who's recently been picking up command, and he's done a great job with it every time I've seen him command. So putting him in charge of the MG squad is actually a really good choice, and I feel like he's going to be very effective with those 4 guys, especially like I like where he has them set up, and I'm hoping he decides to move them forward quickly and to keep up with the bulk of the British forces. British are taking their time clearing these buildings. They're being very thorough in sweeping these buildings. They've already got the first point down. Yeah, first point is already down. They've got 2 more to go. No contact as of yet.
Use your free look, guys. Use your free look.
If you look, just INS are seeing them. Nobody's in that tower just yet, but looks like somebody's running up. No, Bruno Tex is gonna. Nope, no, he's not. It looked like he was running straight for that tower. It's like they're finally gonna get somebody in that tower, get that information on the east side of the map, but no, they're content. I think Dwarf is the only person looking east right now. Yeah, Dwarf and Claw's Point.
4, hold your current positions. 1, let's move up to that road, just down the road to our...
I do love these new trees. These new trees just give the entire map a whole different feel to it than the older trees. They're just so immersive. The trees.
The trees alone. Do the British really have these gigantic backpacks? I feel like it's kind of ridiculous. These backpacks take up like their whole upper body.
Why did everyone move?
Well, they gotta pack a lot of shit, I guess.
I
Yeah,
guess.
it's probably the south.
South of squad lead, south of squad lead.
I can see them putting this...
Like a line. Dude, I don't know what fire team is.
You're in Bravo.
Yeah.
You're in. Looks like a lot of the INS are actually leaving Mosque. They're pulling out of Mosque. Yeah. They're just seeding that.
Tactic.
If you look, they're just seeding the
They're
point.
just-
Squad 4 is just moving west. They've got an IED placed, but
Where
that was
is
a
that
really
IED?
good position.
Oh, it's in a interesting spot.
2, hold your current position in
Let's
that...
go find this.
This here door.
And then 3 is gonna be
Doorway.
passed to,
Where is it?
clearing
I
out the
can't even
mosque
see
once
it.
they've got that compound cleared out.
Where's the ID?
Sorry, command.
Right here it says.
I don't see it.
Hold your current
Why
position
can't I see
I bet it got glitched under the map.
across this little patchy ground to your west.
Hmm.
They get even
Oh no, I see it.
just to the other side of this bearing.
Oh yes, it is in fact glitched under the map.
Luckily, all of our squad leads know that any of those glitching stuff, they're just not going to use. It's unfortunate that it happens, but you know, if you can't see it, there's no way to dig it up. We're not gonna just trick the guys like that. It would be very unfortunate.
So it looks like they're gonna just straight up give the mosque to the British, which means the British can use that tower and gain information. But remember, whatever you can see, they can see. So getting up in that tower, you do expose yourself quite a lot.
Still a nice, juicy, high up place for a squad lead to stand, and I would do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd get greedy. I'm always one greedy for information. I'd climb that tower in a heartbeat, even just for a second to maybe get eyes on the INS as they push out. They heard some shots. I think that was a negligent discharge. I think somebody accidentally misclicked and fired their weapon, but the British now know somebody to the west.
I'm with Kadapper and Chris.
He's doing a great job using these low walls and this tree cover on the south side of the map to move.
Go ahead and move on to the western side of this
Spread out a bit.
Yeah, spread out.
Weapon squad moving up a little slowly for my taste. I feel like they could be a little tighter,
3 whenever you're ready. Move into clear
but
the mosque.
they're keeping up with command at least. Kirkley over here, command.
Once mosque is cleared, I want you to essentially keep security on it, and then 4 is going to be clearing out the possible or our next 5 location.
What's up, young centrists? Hello.
Let's go, buddy.
Communication is key. That's right, Zachary. Communication is key in the ops. Just keeping the information up and making sure all squads are in the know. That's why Kirkley's job is, like, his number one job is to stay alive. He needs to stay alive and keep cohesion amongst his platoon and make sure everyone is sort of following his plan. Because once he goes down, it's up to the rest of the squad leads to sort of interpret what he wanted and try and fulfill it to the best of their abilities. And it doesn't always tend to work out.
this is really an interesting play by the insurgents to give up the first two caps. They're trying to force a main engagement, but like we said before, unless they're really able to capitalize on that initial surprise, the Brits will overpower them.
Yeah. It looks like they just want to go gun for gun. They've got a nice L-shaped ambush setup. They've got squads 4 and 3 on the west and 1 and 2 on the north, and they're gonna try and get them in a crossfire. The thing is, I don't think the northern squad 1 and 2 are close enough.
I think
they're on the other side of the river.
Squad 1 for the insurgents is so tightly packed and low. I believe they're trying to get around behind the British squad. I think that's what that position is for. They're trying to wait for the Brits to pass.
So the British they've been spotted. They got somebody greedy to get up there and get some information. Shifty up on the tower. Damien falling behind him. So they got spotted, and I didn't hear anything about the British spotting any of the INS. Is there any U.S. versus U.K. maps? I do not believe so, Lixman. Do not think there are any U.S. versus...
I think there is a single Kohat infantry layer that is U.S. versus Brits INF.
Really?
I believe so.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like the insurgents are just ready to go. Oh,
fire?
Some kind of fire.
I think that was on squad 4 squad on the southwest. I think it was in their general direction.
I do believe that was a bait shot from the insurgents, and the insurgents on the north are going to try to sweep in. However, crossing that river to get that flank is going to be hard with X-Bit over here, locking down the north.
INS has eyes on all the British, but X-Bit, he's gonna watch his flanks. He's not one to give up the easy flank and let them sneak up behind him.
Yeah,
and he's got at least 3 guys watching north.
Core is an interesting map in that the entirety of the map length is cut north and south by the main river in the center of the map, which really restricts movement north to south once you commit to a side. If the Brits can maintain control over the north, they will be able to prevent any kind of flanking maneuver, allowing the rest of the British platoon to push westbound full force. If INS does try to get across this river and they get spotted, that's going to be even worse, ending up in a lot of casualties as there's very little cover in the river.
Pop down. Copy that. Alright, we're going to be very controlled and very ready to go. I feel like have ran a flank maneuver or something somewhere else. Yeah, Keys, they're currently on the west side of the mosque. We're still just holding, waiting to spring our trap.
Copy.
That
have eyes on any of this?
right there,
hidden.
they are literally on top of the IED.
I don't think they're gonna blow it though.
I don't know if they know that it's invisible.
I can see the mosque tower, and that's about it for my position.
This
I
could
got
be
eyes on a few
interesting.
of them, and that's it. They're still good.
Sinful Grove, Heartbreaker, Rico, Shade, and HML just in spitting distance of this. I think Sinful and Rico would be the ones to go down if this IED blew.
Contact. 2-5 from squad 3.
See if we can find the insurgent scout. I'm gonna go look for him.
Just across the river.
They've spotted the squads across the river. And that might be it for them. There's no way they're going to get across the river if they're being tracked. They're just, basically, it's all but impossible.
That's to be close to your location, so make sure you're watching that western side.
You're not getting across if they got eyes over there.
Watch it, Bravo. There's contacts in that river just to your west.
It's a pretty bright map, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and give us a sort of a general overview of where everybody is. We've got the main force with command at Mosque, the point that the INS sort of seated. They've got squad 4.
They're going to blow the IED.
IED's going to blow?
the IED.
IED blows. Oh, boy, that took out 5 people.
That was devastating right there. And just like we said before, IED, right place, right time. That's half a squad right there that just went bye-bye.
Jeez.
We just lost Tirade.
Spacing.
Wow. 5 people. All of Squad 4, a majority of Squad 4 is just devastated.
Yeah, really.
And that's gonna
Wow.
tilt
Squad 2,
the favors
I want you guys
towards
moving
INS
west to
ever
take
so
the
slightly
compound on
here.
H7 keypad 3, that large square compound.
What an
If you take
ID.
heavy contact trying
That
to
was
get into that,
a
it's a very
money
defensible
ID
contact.
right there.
If that's the case, we're gonna just bound past on south
That
side.
was straight money.
That was an insane ID.
I guess you're off.
people.
And then INS are doing their job. This is how they're gonna win right there. Is just pulling back
I'm in
and IEDing them. I would have liked to see the IEDs further up and then delay them a little more. But I mean,
Well, how are they gonna get an
better late
IED
than never.
So Sinful went
Sorry,
down,
that was squad
Ricochet
chat.
went down, HML went down. Who else? Did they also lose their medic? No. I don't know who else they lost. They lost another dude. I think some. I don't know who died.
Let's get back.
INS are pushing them. We got Bag of Joe, Bruno, Tex,
We do,
Pintantine,
yeah,
and
we
Close
do have a
Point.
counterattack. Brits, they're gonna be right here within 50 meters of each other. Crispy's gonna look at Sebas in the face. All the Brits are caught in the open in this one little valley. This could be devastating if Crispy gets out of frag.
Solid copy. Alright, we're moving to the fob.
British have been caught in the valley over here in the south. There is no cover. There is a low wall here that INS can use. We have a fire team also pushed up against the point. This amazing counterattack by Brits, or by the insurgents.
Oh, and the machine guns start to go off. British sees them. It's Crispy gets shot. No, Danny Beals gets shot. It's Crispy is also hit.
They need to get some frag grenades down there. That would work out amazingly. We need to both sides.
And if you look, it's Seabass, Buddy, Silas, and Jive Grill just caught in between a rock and a hard place. There's just nowhere for them to go.
Firefight erupting over the south. We do see frag grenades start coming out. I think that was Brits throwing their first couple frags. We have a squad, or a fire team, excuse me, of insurgents crawling through the field. We have another squad pushing in the north side of the cap point that was previously cleared. This is huge. British thinks this one is clear, but they have an entire squad now jumping the wall. Insurgents coming.
Bag of Joe goes down.
Completely catching British off guard. This is an insane counterattack.
They need some grenades.
Grenades going over the wall. I don't think they're able to capitalize on that as well as they should have.
Bruno and Claus don't manage to be as effective as they could have been, standing a little too close together, getting taken out by the same grenade. That fire team, all but Dwarf, is dead.
However, yeah, but we have that one fire team in the fields here. They got close enough by crawling up, throwing frag after frag over the wall. It's gonna end up. Oh, good frag!
Oh yes, takes out the full team with 2 grenades. Takes out the full fire team.
An amazing push by the insurgents here, capitalizing on that very, very small moment where they could counter push against the British push, and they were able to get into some really unsuspected locations. A counterattack now coming in from the north as well. INS trying to move in on this and sweep in and surround. They're doing a great job of developing. They've got the western push locked down, northern squad's now pushing in, and that northeastern squad from INS coming around the eastern flank of the US, or excuse me, the Brits. If they can get this full close off and surround this one compound, INS will have British confined to a single compound, and they'll be able to frag over and breach at their own pace. Right now, they're pushing the Brits back. You can see them pulling off that south valley back into the buildings, and they're going to be trapped in this one compound. That entire squad on the east now sweeping around, cutting off the eastern retreat, and this is going to be devastating for the British.
Yeah, the British they're stuck in here now. Only 2 people who realize that they shouldn't be there is Evan and Atomic Peach, who are going to just book it east to try and get some space in between them. But we've got at least 10-15 British just stuck in a single compound.
We have a whole squad of British infantry trying to push east, but that squad that got the flank on the northeast side, they put an LMG up in that Moss Tower, and that Moss Tower guy was able to take out at least 5 enemy infantry. And they're now pushing in on the Brits, and the Brits are now getting squeezed. This is some amazing counterattack play. This is brilliant insurgent play, and this is probably one of the most well-executed insurgent operations I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, no, the flank worked out almost flawlessly. Like they traded effectively. The IEDs just started off the whole thing insanely well. Von Dam, at least 8 UK soldiers dead in 5 minutes. I think it was way more than 8 in 5 minutes. There's like half of the British team is dead. died
And
in
look
this
at
initial
that
contact.
South insurgent team continuing the aggression, pushing through those dead infantry on the south. They're going to try to get a breach on the south while the Brits are obviously very confined and occupied with the northern attack. We got a whole squad now pushing through the rear. Look at this movement. So much movement on the map by insurgents. That eastern squad of the mosque, knowing that they got spotted, they're going to try to rotate even further. This amount of envelopment is amazing.
Dwarf is just a single grenade could take out another 5 people if they just underhanded over these walls. The insurgents are just moving so well as they slowly tighten the noose around these British forces. Evan and Atomic Peach they've managed to make some space, but it's only 2 of them. 2 of them gets a whole insurgent platoon.
Yeah, Evan and Atomic, like you said before, doing a great job offsetting that point. They're able to kind of spread out, get a little bit of security on the east, distract this squad on the east, and try to slow down that insurgent push. We have breaching grenades coming in from the west, more insurgents reinforcing that western push, and the northern squad's pushing up as well for insurgent. We are literally wall to wall, INS versus Brits, and they're getting squeezed tight here.
Frag goes out, might take out Dwarf. Nope, goes too far. Hamdog and Jackboot not being spotted. Looks like one more decides to push out. Lil Bump. He's going to try and hook up with Evan and Atomic, it looks like. And the fighting has come within 10-15 meters of each other. Dwarf tries to vault a wall, takes out...
Oh, he does well!
Oh, he
whiffed it.
Yeah, he whiffed it. He should have taken out Flash Walrus there, but he just... The aiming wasn't with him this time.
More grenades coming out here. That's a good frag. Does wound Wicked and Pinochet. All of
majority
INS
of
now
the
pushed up and enveloped. Atomic Peach and Evan doing their best on that eastern side to slow down that squad.
down here.
Okay, the guy on the roof is no longer on the roof.
Nice. Alright, so you go ahead and harden up. Let's not push.
INS are in grenade range now, just tossing grenades over. And the British are forced to take cover in a lot of these buildings, and they can't even hold these entrances as effectively as they could. Smoke's going over. Looks like INS are preparing to breach.
And this is just an insanely aggressive operation. INS initially on the defense for this operation write-up, but now they've completely turned it around, pushing the British in.
Oh yeah, we're sorry.
Evan and Atomic now getting pushed on by a rival in the fire team. They are within grenade range of each other now. Let's see if they can get some good frags. Evan and Atomic are ready. We have one grenade coming out here. And they're dead. Oh!
Grenade takes out Atomic.
And Evan's going to crawl out of there just in time.
He's saying he's going to try and get out of there. Great job on Rose Dragon not to get tunnel vision and force all of his platoons to come in from one direction. He saw that he needed to finish the surround and got rival helicopter to come around from the east.
Insurgents now locking down this outer wall. They almost have complete control over the surrounding. It's just Evan now on the outside of the southeast of the compound. What a game. What a game.
What a game.
What a game. Insurgents just completely push the Brits back on their last leg here in the compound and just completely spin that momentum around.
It was looking kind of questionable at the front. Like, I was like, they should not have seeded Moss that easily. Like, in my eyes, like that was where they were gonna lose. But they just managed to turn around so effectively, using that IED to sort of as a jumping point to get these guys
so much
scared to leave.
Yeah. So much movement, so much, oh, Walrus goes down. This northern entrance now open a breach. They've killed both the defenders here. Zaki trying to get in position to lock it down, but the north is now pretty open.
Hurt. Yeah, Zaki's trying to get in position to lock it down, but he's already been shot. One shot takes him out.
INS now complete control over the, oh my god, these good grenades on the south end as well. INS has full control of the compound. They're going to take this apart bit by bit, and they have full They have full freedom.
Evan actually went down. Yeah, Evan went down on the outside. So all of the remaining British are now stuck in this single compound. We've got about 9 British left, stuck in this compound, just slowly being tightened by the.
Oh my God! These grenades.
These grenades are just on point.
Just brutally aggressive this round, and I love it. This is how INS needs to play in operations. This is some brilliant work here by Rose, just utilizing that massive amount of momentum, aggression, and movement. You saw that initial bait to the south, the IED, and immediately after, a counterattack on the west. Once that Western INS squad got spotted, he sent in the northeast to sweep around and encircle.
Who's got Boomer? Who's got Burt Armor? He's got guys on the southern.
And Brits now, even though they're on the defensive, they are getting whittled down.
So a very nice sandbag placement. They're going to use this as a firing step to try and get the remainder of these British without having to vault over and expose themselves.
Here we go, vault in the wall. Oh, and they get spotted. That is not going to work. Wicked says, no, sir, you're not coming over that wall. More frag grenades come over. This could be a good one. Oh, it gets Goose in the back over there. Another frag. No dice on that one. There's maybe 5 Brits left here in the southern fields. That northern compound going to get breached by Rose Dragon and his fire team. The main bulk of INS forces here on the east getting slowed down. We see a little bit of a lift up in that momentum on the east squads.
Cushion, Wicked trying to watch this south entrance. Burt watching. Burt takes out Wicked.
Another one down.
Oh, Burt goes down. But at this point, if the INS are just going 1 for 1, that's good for them.
Yeah, there's still a whole squad on the east that I think still has frag grenades. Rose needs to get this eastern squad moving again because these guys are not really in the fight right now.
I'm gonna do a quick count of the British. I want to get an overhead view, and this is as high up as I need to go just because
they're trying to get out. They're gonna run straight into Rose.
Is one spotted?
Lil Bump, Icing, and Kush Goblin, the last 3 US.
Oh, this is gonna be a firing squad.
One, you have a fire.
That's Rose Dragon. Rose Dragon sees him.
They're coming to you
Rose
now.
just across this field,
They're going out to the south
shooting at Icing. There's no way Icing's gonna make it out of this, I don't think.
3 radios down. If we can hold this many people, we can probably get the last radio down. Yeah, let's get south. Hug. Let's get south.
This eastern squad needs to pick up the momentum again. That's a lot of guys not in the fight. They need to close the news. Hamdog. These Brits might just slip out.
Watch this door right here.
Lil Bump is taking
Hamdog
charge.
might be able to hear him. He does. I think he hears him. No. Oh. And they're just... No, he does? I can't tell.
Yep.
They're going to slip
can't
out.
Actually see. Yeah. And the British make it free. Lil Bump taking charge of the remainder of these 3 guys. So it's great to hear a fire team lead be really commanding and sort of knowing what the plan is and carry it out. A lot of times with the fire team leads, they freeze up when they get put in charge. And yeah, it's only 3 guys, but at least somebody's in charge and somebody's getting these guys moving in one direction. And they make it out.
Yeah, they made it out. There's a little slip up there by the eastern squad. Lost a lot of momentum, lost control over the eastern side of the compound. Those 3 Brits able to push out.
I think Rose sees them. Rose is looking in the direct now. They're around a bend. There's no way he sees them.
Yeah, you can see with that little that little lift in momentum, Brits are able to slip out. It's important to keep up that aggression, keep up that movement, and continue through the push.
Keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing.
And now it's just a manhunt for the remaining British. It's 3 on it's upwards of like 15 INS left.
Is there a squad leader here?
There's no squad leader left for the British. It's Lil Bump, something, Kush Goblin, and Icing. Last remainder. I think Lil Bump is a fire team lead. And they're just going to keep moving. They're going to head to their last objective. He knows what the game is. 3 guys will win that game. It's not out of the question, Bat Okage. You can see if they get into their final position and they get, they buckle down and they just let them come to them, they could do it. It's not going to be easy, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but people can.
Oh, they're spotted.
People can do some things. They've been spotted?
T sees them. They're trying to book it up and catch up to them now.
What was that report? I didn't hear it.
And these guys just got to remember to keep moving. They can't stop. They can't afford to stop, and they got to keep some kind of walls between them and the enemy.
Copy that.
What kind of assets we got here? We got 2 MMGs, I believe.
Let's get to these trees right here.
2 MMGs and L85. I cannot speak today.
Makes too much noise.
I mean, if they can catch the insurgents in a straightaway and enfilade fire, they can do a lot of damage and then pull back. It's incredibly insane how this has completely turned the entire look of the operation. That massive counterattack by INS just completely put the Brits on the defense.
They're dipping hard.
Just kind of look, see if we can see any movement.
I'm gonna give us a quick look. There's the British, the INS they're slowly slipping away. There's about 200, 300 meters difference now between the British forces and the INS forces. Rose Dragon on point, maybe getting a little antsy. I mean, he is command. He's got to remember he's got to stay back, but he's got the blood in his eyes, and he wants to finish off the British forces.
They have one more point to get. They're heading to the radio tower. That is the third and final point. That's the objective that they're pushing to. And the insurgents are trying to catch up and kill them at that third point.
And radio station is a great spot for 2 MGs and 1 L85 to hold. They just got to watch these entrances and let the L85 rotate where he's needed.
If they can get set up on the roof of the radio station with their bipods, I mean, oof. They could do a lot of damage. What are the numbers looking at right now? It's 8 versus 21 about, roughly. So, they are 3 versus 21.
Go ahead and try to push into the south.
It's those numbers are not in the Brits' favor in the slightest.
Definitely not.
Copy.
Yeah, we got INS now split up into 3 groups, converging on the final point.
The stream does get saved, Lemon Coder. The stream does get saved. INS goes Tactical Bob. The UK can mow them down. They most definitely could. They've got 2 of those medium machine guns.
Oh!
And they've been spotted. Looks like T is on T and 2 others. Yep.
They whiffed it. They didn't even tag anyone.
No, I'm good. I'm banned. No worse.
They got a little crazy. They probably should have.
Yeah, if you try and cross.
I'm actually going to swing around and get it from the INS point of view. The US the British forces are a little spread out. We've got Keys and T in pursuit of these guys.
And they're gonna get Brits are gonna get encircled for a second time. We got a rival now sprinting to the point. He's actually, I think, gonna beat them to the final point. It might be close. Oh, they're gonna end up within 15 meters of each other because this is the only one wall unless they decide to vault direct west.
We've got Kush Goblin, Icing, both have already been shot. They don't have a medic, and it looks like Lil Bump has been hit, probably falling damage, but none of these British forces are at full health. So it's really...
They made it.
They made it, but they're here with like 1 2/3 people. Like, none of these guys are full health. Like, let's see what they can do.
This is the final stand. This is the Alamo right here for the Brits. This is a good compound to defend. If they were ever going to pick a compound, this is the one. They need to play around that eastern building or the northern building. Those 2 buildings are very powerful. INS.
Ooh, that last almost takes out Ice, and he's just, nope, not going to peek that one again. Kush Goblin gets set up. He takes out one. And he goes down.
Ooh, bad frag by Saturn. He killed Saturn when he had the pinbolt. Saturn dropped the grenade and killed 3 other insurgents.
Wow, great job on getting Saturn down right as he takes the grenade.
Of luck for the Brits here. But they're going to need continuous strokes of luck here.
Like, a Mutz just tossed a smoke grenade, giving away this flank that Dream, Combat Wombat, and himself were trying to get going. But Smoke's just going to straight give away the position, but Combat Wombat's in a good spot to hit Kush in the flank.
Fire right now.
Kush takes out INS Command. Rose Dragon goes down.
They're working it. I mean, this is, if they keep playing like this, there's a very high possibility that they can bring this to a draw.
Especially because INS Command goes down. That cohesion that the INS had could be gone.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are any original squad leads up?
I don't believe so. Keep in mind, all that aggression, that movement, that momentum that we saw from INS in the beginning is most likely because Rose Dragon S Command was doing an excellent job of pushing his SLs. Now, without proper leadership, it's going to be incredibly hard for INS to keep that momentum up. Without a single point of leadership to continue pushing, it's going to be incredibly hard for them to breach this compound unless someone steps up and takes command of the remainder. But right now, they're working the numbers. They're working the angles. Brits have a great position here. They have 2 MMGs with bipods. There's only 2 entrances into this compound. Things are looking okay. Ooh.
They know Kush Goblin is here. Kush Goblin is not. Yep, there he goes.
Down.
He is not hidden. He was definitely spotted, and they just waited for him to peek before pushing in.
More than likely. That's what it sounds like. Gone, he's dead. We're the last ones.
Kush had a valiant stand there in the sandbag tower. INS smoking up, getting ready to breach. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 INS versus 2.
Full squad versus 2, but they have an
MMG
staircase.
and a staircase.
This is a 3-dimensional game now with vaulting. Look, INS are gonna go up through the roof. 3 dimensions right here. T is gonna hit them from the roof. This is gonna be it right here. 3 dimensions. T goes in and just mows them down.
Yeah,
there you go. 3 dimensions. You gotta think now when you can vault over just about anything. You gotta be able to cover all of your angles, and that is GG for the British.
GG for round 1. That was an insane round right there. That was tons of fun. We had a
great job.
Amazing job by INS pushing the Brits back, continuously keeping up aggression, momentum, and movement throughout the whole operation. That counterattack is one of the most brilliant coordinated assaults I've ever seen in an operation, and that was an amazing round.
With that, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to run some of our SOTT trailers. And if you like what you saw, give us a follow. It's Squad Ops, or twitch.tv/Squad Ops. If you need any more information about us, check us out squadops.gg. And we will be right back after this break.
Hold up, roadblock ahead. Shrek and Matt, we're going to clear it.
right, gents, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out to SOTT Basic. I'm your instructor today. It's Hammering Hutch. You guys can simply just call me Hutch. When we're suppressing an enemy target, the whole intent of that is to keep their heads down so an adjacent unit can maneuver onto them. All right, and during this process, we have a thing that happens automatically and organically within each, either whether it be buddy team or fire team, is there's no lull in the gunfire, thus talking guns. Open fire. Contact front. Alpha, bound. He sees me. I'm down. Bravo, down. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. Alright, Bravo set. Alpha up. He sees me. I'm down. You're now in what is known as a file. You're now in what is known as a staggered column, and usually used when moving from one location to another where contact is imminent. Those are your basic formations that we utilize in squad ops. The SOTT Advanced Weapons Systems course was created to ensure Squad Ops participants share the same knowledge and understanding of the use and applications of mission-specific weapons and the basic tactics involved in their deployment. The Automatic Rifleman. The Automatic Rifleman is the foundation of a fire team and/or squad. The job of the Automatic Rifleman is to deliver a high volume of prolonged, effective suppressing fire on enemy positions to allow the maneuver of friendly units during offensive operations and the repelling of enemy attacks in defensive operations. Grenadier. A key member of the fire team and squad, the Grenadier is first and foremost a rifleman who is capable of delivering accurate fire of both high explosive and smoke rounds on point and area targets at varying distances. One of the other added benefits of the Grenadier is to engage dead space, which is essentially an area that cannot be hit by direct fires. The light anti-tank gunner. Soldiers carrying light anti-tank weapons are, just as Grenadiers, riflemen first. They are the ideal infantry-based counter to both lightly armored and thin-skinned vehicles. At short, medium, and far distances, the rockets fired are a viable weapon against groups of infantry as well. The SOTT Advanced Weapon Systems course, although not a requirement, is highly encouraged for squad ops participants to join to expand their knowledge of how to utilize the tools that are given to us within squad.
Your jump was linked with your stamina, but then they got rid of that as well.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for round 2, session 2 of our Saturday Squad Ops One Life event. We're here for round 2 of Operation Tarantula Spider? Or Hawk Spider, Hawk Tarantula, Tarantula Hawk. Yeah, see, I figured out eventually. I am your commentator for this evening. Shadow Ritual joins you today with the one and only Karma Cat. How's it going, Karma?
It's going well, my dude. It's going well. It's got some great games here for the first round. Some amazing insurgent counterplay, and it's gonna be exciting to see what we got in store for round 2 here.
Xavier Tarantula Spider. Tell me I'm wrong that a tarantula is not a spider. Tell me. So after a very, very action-packed round, the INS just managing to basically ambush the British, circle in on them, squeeze in, and just destroy, kill all but 3 of the British. It was just insanely fun to watch. 3 of the British did manage to make it out to their final objective and make a valiant effort. But by that time, it was just too little, too late for them. They just weren't able to even the odds. And so we're hoping for another action-packed round as the commands and squad leads are sort of over here doing their little brief. Everybody else is talking about how awesome the last round is. And right now we're just sort of in the pre-operation, or yeah, the pre-brief kind of setting. Let's go over commands, and then we'll go over the sort of point of the docs.
Just make sure.
So we've got commands for the British is Rose Dragon, squad leads Dwarf, Pin, Rival Helicopter, and It's Crispy. Great job last round, Rose Dragon, keeping up the aggression on that INS, keeping them pushing. Dwarf, again, being really aggressive with the squad, and basically all squad leads being really aggressive and pushing in and not being hesitant when it comes to trying to get the British pushback. For the insurgents, we have Command Kirkley, squad leads Mr. Uzi, Lawn Darts, Expit, and Stormfront. They had a valiant effort. They did pretty okay until the initial shock of the IED went off, and it's almost like it fell apart from there. They tried their best, but eventually they just sort of got whittled away and pushed back until slowly there was just not much left of the British. And it looks like we're going to go into the British brief in just a few seconds. After we finish the brief, we'll go ahead and give you an overview of the op so you have a better understanding of what the objective of this game is.
I didn't do it. Alright guys, comes. That was a lot of fun last round. Highly entertaining. You guys did awesome and excellent. So let's do it again for the Queen this time. We should probably actually get over there. We're going to go ahead and take the northern route. So everyone is very clear. Go ahead and open up your maps, and we'll go over where the positions of the patrol route are. So the 3 fob marks are the positions we have to go to. We're just going to do those in order from J to Hotel to Foxtrot. When we get to Foxtrot, we'll probably spread out in the Foxtrot compound, and assuming there's enough of us, we might spread out also to the red mark, but we'll play that by ear when we get down there. Hopefully it's a quiet patrol, but we'll see. So how we're going to do this, as we're moving out, we're going to have the squads based in more or less the following configuration. With Dorf on the heavy gun mark, Rival on the sniper mark. Payne is on.
You got it wrong again, Rose.
Did I get it wrong again? Okay.
Yes.
Payne is on the
I'm on
sniper
the
mark.
MG.
Rival is on the AR mark, and Crispy is on the hat mark. And we're just going to march the platoon in this kind of square formation, all over the place. Always with the with Crispy and Rival up front. And then we'll just have you guys in front be spread out in a big wide line from the river all the way to the map border, to the edge of the valley. And then the guys in rear will be a little bit more concentrated, but be able to provide fire support. And we're just going to kind of bound by fire team, kind of move all over the place, but always keeping this kind of square formation. Any questions about the plan?
I have one. Is anyone keeping south security in case they try and flank across the river?
The rear squads will be also providing the rear security and looking south as well.
Pretty much, whoever's the sniper mark and the hat mark, they're also providing south security, if that's what you were asking. We're in a box, so.
Yeah. And
only the front two squads will be looking west. Sorry to interrupt.
You're good. All right. What's the question?
How many IEDs should we be expecting?
Hopefully none, but the bomb maker in the area is known to make them in triplets, so there might be 3 out there. There might not be.
3. Alright.
So.
They might be, yeah, they might for some reason forget a scout.
So, yeah, just keep an eye out for them. They'll probably be in the compounds we have to check. But just be really careful clearing the compound. If we're not going for a compound that we need to put a radio in to check it out, if we're just not going to clear it, or we're going to just do a cursory check, we're not going to check them too in-depth. I want to stay fairly mobile as a platoon. Also, as a last-minute thing, everyone has a bipod. The Queen spent 60 pounds on every single person's bipod. So please, for the love of God, use your bipods. They will save your life. They'll make you
I'm a medic.
They'll be awesome. Poor medic does not get a bipod. You get a medic sack
The
instead.
Queen didn't give me a bipod.
Poor medic.
Neither do our lats, but that's because the Queen replaced your bipod with fucking rockets. So.
Oh, why were the bipods for the rockets?
God save the Queen.
You have to get 100 kills with the rocket to get the bipod.
Oh.
Alright, God save the Queen. Let's go and break
Thanks,
it out and
EA.
call for live.
Along the south border. No, never mind. No.
That's another squad's duty.
Oh, hey, Randall.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
And I got disconnected, but I'm back.
I'm back. We lost one member of squad 3.
Copy. Arvo should be joining, and I directed him to join Insurgent. So he should be along shortly, whichever squad needs him. Sounds like you do 3.
The insurgent model is like the ugliest thing ever.
Hey, it's better than last time. They're not pixely this time.
What do I look like? Do I have a turban?
Stop complaining.
No, you actually don't.
Alright, quickly, so where do you want the rest of my squad?
So it's just you look like you were found in a basement.
Just spread them out around the middle of the map. Essentially, we're just going to be holding in the middle until we know which route they're taking. And then once it's clear they're taking them, we're going to occupy the area around their end objective.
Before they start going and washing it.
Alright, so it looks like the British are going to take the northern route this time. I like it. They're going to change it up a little bit. And they're going for a sort of square formation. If you sort of look at the map, I don't think that's an actual formation. They're just going in, it's basically 2 columns is essentially what they're going to do. And they're going to try and push west, maintaining south security. They are very conscious. Some of their guys brought up during the briefing. Somebody's got to be south security. They don't want what they did to happen to them. And great job on them realizing, they're not going to try and make these same kind of mistakes. And now we're just waiting for the live time. It looks like the INS chose a split spawn. There's one squad 3. Right up at where the INS are at H568, or right where the British are going to be moving, and then the remainder of them look like they're around West Poppy Farm. the square tactical blob. It's the more rigid of blobs.
Command's going to try to either stay center of the box or...
Are we going to see gameplay or just spectator feed? We do have a few on-the-ground cameras, Jam. We do have on-the-ground cameras. We have quite a few, I think.
More British soldiers this time, so.
Nice barbed wire.
This one is a multicam, Boogie. We like to do our multicam as often as we can, just to give you guys as many different views as possible. We've got a couple squad leads, we've got a command, and then sometimes you just it's really hard to get a read of the situation from a first-person perspective, and we like to give you an above ground view, bird's eye view of everything, and try and keep everything keep everybody informed of like the big troop movements.
Like a 60-degree angle over here.
I like triangles better.
Combat Wombat. It's a fun name to say. Every time it's like the second op I've seen this guy in. It's a fun name.
Combat Wombat.
Let's get more of it.
We could like straight up make a fucking make a crazy ass shape.
I love the changes that they did with the admin cam, where if they're on your team, you just have to sort of look in their direction and it'll show their name. So you don't have to have all the names up at once, which sort of clutters the screen. I hope they do that with the enemy teams, so that way I don't have to bring up the name for them either.
Tends to mean somebody at the other side of it. So.
No, like the ones that we set on the wall.
Just got how many way I can slide in the squad. I'm in pre-op. Unfortunately, Boogie, this is second round. I am not sure if there's room.
We went into the compound.
Wait, boss, don't like being in these.
Blob's eye view, exactly. You gotta watch that tactical blob from the sky.
I found a glitch. So
I'm just waiting on the live time to be called. I don't think.
Like the. If you're in the 30 mic BTR.
Do not think live time has been called yet.
Armored Techie, like the new one with 2 shots.
Karma Cup playing in this one. He is not playing in this one, Zachary. He is commentating.
I'm here.
It only takes 2
He's
shots.
right here.
Alright, so the plan, we're gonna move as a platoon, and then we're gonna, as soon as we're all set in our positions, we're gonna start moving out. We're gonna be moving as a fire team whenever we cross, so I'm gonna have Alpha move up first, then Bravo. That's how we're gonna have a move. I'm gonna stick with Bravo, so as Alpha crosses, I'll keep eyes on you guys, along with if there's any infantry gonna flank on you.
Watch out.
That's pretty much it. The plan's basic. It's really simple.
Just west of the compound.
Run forward.
Clear stuff and die.
We're gonna do a platoon line.
So our side of the compound, 3, you'll clear the compound proper, and that's gonna be basically the order of battle of the entire game.
Well,
Live has been called at 1:09. Looks like I got about a minute 40 seconds. We will be going live.
We're gonna clear it.
So that's the British formation. Let's go ahead and zoom on over to where the INS are, and we'll see if we can get any idea of what they're gonna do. They don't have any marks on the ground. I'm not sure what I like more, his spectating vids or watching him play. All are entertaining.
Thanks,
Hear that, Karma?
Nathan.
Londard squad looks like they've got the forward spawn with their IED. We'll see where they decide to put it. Last round, Rose Dragon was very effective with his IED placement. He only got 1 down out of 3, so we'll see how Kirkley fares with his IED placements.
And we're live here in 30 seconds. For those of you guys joining us late, this is a Squad Ops One Life event, Operation Tarantula Hawk. Squad Ops is a One Life community where we host events, training, public service. If you'd like to learn more, head over to squadops.gg, sign up, and play with us.
'Live here in 30 seconds. For those of you guys joining us late, this is a Squad Ops One Life event, Operation Tarantula Hawk. Squad Ops is a One Life community where we host events, training, public service. If you'd like to learn more, head over to squadops.gg, sign up, and play with us.
And we're live.
1 and 2, go ahead, set up the platoon line, push across.
Where are they at? There they are.
1 and 2, go ahead, be at sprint 3 and 4, just
Hopefully they don't have the same mistake as last time and
Yeah,
not,
we're pushing up,
not
going
spreading
to
out.
directly to
Immediately,
weapons.
Rose Dragon is calling for to set up a
Because
platoon line, so it doesn't seem like he's going to
or second
blob
last
it up.
guy on my own, and he just peeked around the corner with a 240 and shot me. And I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Yes, Xavier. One of the voices is Karma Cuts, and unfortunately, one of the voices is mine, Shattered Rituals.
I did. I'm in charge of you all. One.
Nice spread here by Rose Dragon on his infantry. Good spacing off the bat. Tight control. Jerome. What NATO fanatic alphabet?
I mean, they understood it.
Good call, mine, Jeffrey. Jeffrey 5.
Jeffrey with the G.
Yeah. Alright. INS set up on their own platoon line further down the valley. Good spread, good spread. What's squad 3 doing? What's their forward squad doing? Let's take a look-see here.
They look like they're moving away? It looked like they moved east and then they're moving back west now. Very...
They get an ID down? Oh.
I don't see an ID down. They're not going to do much good on the north side of the map. I think they need to push south and find a compound they know that the US are going to be in, or the British are going to be in.
Yeah.
Matthew, it's Brits versus INS.
Radio Sam.
Copy that.
First point secured. There are 2 more points that Brits have to clear.
Just looking at Squad 3's positioning, they're all against a low wall, and it looks like they're waiting.
Oof.
They get spotted, but the thing is, they're on the far north side of the map. It's very
There's no way
unlikely.
Brits don't check that, though.
I don't know about no way. It's likely that the Brits are going to check that. Yeah, I think what they're doing is they're going to try and wait for them to pass and then come up behind them, just like the INS managed to do last time. But the thing is, Rose Dragon was the one who pulled off that plan, so he's going to be very conscious about being flanked. He's going to have a very good rear security as he gets these MGs set up on the low wall as the rest of his platoon starts to push west. Squad 2 is on point for the British. Rival helicopter squad.
Here we go. You're getting closer.
Alright, I need you to a little bit further west, just direct south of 2. I'll do a wide spread, 2 at the north, pretty much all the way spread out to the creek edge.
Marching direct out down the river.
Yep, that's on the... Sweet.
And we're gonna see if they see him.
They've got a very nice spread going. Doesn't look like one grenade's going to take out many. Doesn't even look like the IED. 3 doesn't even have an IED down for the INS. Squad 3, do they even have a scout? They don't even get a scout. Very interesting choice by the INS not to put at least one of their scouts in that forward spawn. I felt like that initial IED was really what broke the British in the first round.
They're gonna comb it. They're gonna walk right into Little Bump.
I think they are. Saturn Skull is looking almost directly at him. He's gonna see him. I think Saturn Claw sees him.
Oh no, Little Bump is pretty well.
He's pretty well concealed, but his head is sticking out from Saturn's Call angle. His head is sticking out.
Yeah, that black bandana isn't really meshing in too well here.
Saturn's looked over a couple of times. Like he looks and then he looks again because he's like unsure.
I want you guys to spread out in the fields.
He just doesn't want to have fun.
You're gonna push.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Someone's gonna walk into this RPK.
Up the north side.
Guys, alright, just keep that at
Are they walking past?
They're walking past a little bump.
They're not gonna clear it.
Hey, yeah, you're good. You're good.
Combat Wombat's gonna come up on a little bump. Combat Wombat goes down. 2 go down. Saturn's call. Combat Wombat taking RPK to the face.
Combat Wombat.
The name only lasted so long. Little Bump is immediately gonna cut his losses and leave.
Rich throw a frag back.
Spoogles and
another frag from Brit. Nope, bounced off the wall. No dice. And Ines is gonna pull off here. Spoogle's gonna push the corner.
They're not looking at Little Bump. Rival helicopters walking right by him. Little Bump is just watching him. Very disciplined. Very good discipline by him. He's just letting these guys walk by. He's not taking the easy kills. He's gonna wait for.
Oh, they're all
bigger.
gonna line up for him. Ah, get him! Get him! They're all. He doesn't see him. He's not looking. He's looking left. Oh no, he didn't see them.
I'm down 2 men currently.
Copy that too.
Yeah, you're right. He is looking left. Definitely didn't see that lined up.
One, go ahead and push south. One more compound.
Hey George, can I make a request for your medic?
Oh, Little Bump gets shot in the back. T gets him. Great job, T. They did manage to clear that area. So 1 for 2. Good job, Little Bump.
I mean, hey, if they trade 1 for 2 all day, they'll be fine.
Oh yeah. The remainder of Little Bump squad gets out alive. No problems.
We still got this compound to the southwest. I'm gonna bring one with me.
Copy, I'll move
Alright,
it.
seat it, and Ethan, hold it.
I've got
And Master with me.
I'm with you. On my
This guy's asking who needs medic.
290 around H553.
And the British spread continues to be on point. They have a very nice spread. They're not stacking up anywhere and in risk of an IED going off, taking out multiple people. And it looks like Kirkley has a squad trying to go for flank. Kirkley is by himself at Moss Tower, and they're not looking that way. So Kirkley's just getting free information as he gets another one of his squads. Squad 1, Stormfront, just free movement as they push west, as the British push west.
Kirkley's gonna get a lot of good info here.
Just don't go up on the roofs. Yeah, one and you go ahead and push. Alright, enemies are in the plantation.
Shots being taken at It's Crispy and Friends.
Honey, I got you 6.
Copy. Go ahead and set up strong those walls right now. 4 set up northwest of northeast of 2. 3 and 1 hold position.
Doorway.
Greenland Team's Karma is not on a team. We're both on the British team technically, but we're not playing. We're just commentating. We do have a couple on the ground cameras, and we will be switching to them as the game goes on.
Make sure you have a buddy
Danny Beal's taking shots at Seabass, I think. No, taking shots at a doorway he thinks might have somebody. Sort of giving away his position to Seabass.
When you're ready, go ahead and start mounting to the by wall. Yeah. Same with you, 1.
Which wall we going over? This one right here?
Fire team up the next wall.
And this is it looks like their spacing is starting to lack now. They are stacking up on these two entrances as they try and push across a field. Luckily, no IEDs. No IEDs to be found anywhere. As the full British platoon runs west into three squads from the INS, as a single squad from the INS is on the south trying to move into attack.
INS doing a great job here delaying. Brits are very hesitant to push up.
There's guys down the road. There's guys down the road. 230. There's an enemy marksman or something.
Call on radio.
I can see enemies in the road. Enemies in the road.
Recluse sees enemies in the road. He's got his bipod set up. Shoots. Recluse, shoot.
Cover the road, brother.
I'm moving up to Danny. Danny's got a better angle on him. Target's gone.
Oh, yep, target's gone. He should have fired. That guy was just sitting in the middle of the road, bipod out. Recluse could have got him.
Where is Recluse?
Dean, let's go this way.
Recluse is in squad 1, and he's just east of Plantation. But the INS are doing a good job just falling back. They called him out. They saw those guys in the road. But they're going to just keep pushing west. Exactly, Xavier. Get him. Pull the trigger. I'm thinking that their orders are not to fire. Who's firing on them? Is that Kirkley? Wow, Kirkley. Getting a little aggressive. You're in a tower. They can see you. Tracers work both ways.
Not sure what he's trying to accomplish with that. Maybe marking targets.
Hey, uninvited, let's go clear this out.
Getting security.
3, prepare to move into the cap next. Hotel 659. Guess what Bravo 4 then?
Fucking what? You can't set like kneel right here and set up on this box.
Karmacut should do some squad ops, squad lead training course. Just an idea. As a matter of fact, Zachary, we do have a small unit leadership course that is completed, and we're just working on getting a lot of people through our fire team leader course before we open up the squad lead training course to the public. So there is a small unit leadership squad lead course that we have completed, and you can eventually do. We just need to get a lot of people through our fire team lead course beforehand. Who's the leader of the INS team? It is Kirkley is the leader of the INS team, and he's actually in a tower just watching everything happen. Well, actually, he's not watching it. He's prone because he got spotted. So he actually has no eyes on this movement that the Brits are doing. The Brits are about to run face first into the INS.
Go ahead and open up.
Contact spotted, and they fire. A wall of fire goes out.
They're just throwing rounds.
Yeah, I'm behind Matt Bob, and he's just, it looks like he's just moving his mouse left and right, just spraying anything and everything he can. Few casualties, no deaths, but just a few hits. Where would the training course be available? Green, check us out, squadops.gg, and you can check out our calendar from there. And our training courses are generally on Thursdays and Saturdays. And we rotate through our basic advanced weapons systems and our basic advanced weapons systems, vehicle training, FTL, and squad lead course. So we got about 5 SOTG courses that you can take.
These streets are really dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know about Jack Boo getting in this street. It's a little ambitious.
This is where we're gonna hear an explosion.
They're working that north. Small firefight up here in the north is Brits trying to get some ground.
FX just scared to death that they're gonna get IED'd, just conscious of his spacing.
Wait, did command go down?
Did command go down?
Disconnect?
I do think command just went down. We'll see who takes charge. Turtle guy goes down.
Oh my god. They're losing their disconnect.
Warp goes down.
North from Arbo's last contact. Yep, they're going north.
One start bound to the west. I want you to sandwich these guys.
Team going north. this little compound that's direct north of me.
Squad 1 for the insurgents are coming around. This is a good strat by the insurgents. They created this platoon line to essentially completely halt the British advance, and they're now sending in a squad to hit them from the rear.
I did see one time.
Oh, very good move. Stormfront made it across the river unspotted, and he's just going to be able to wreak havoc in the back if they're not holding their security properly. Fortunately,
let them come to you.
their squad 2 is holding rear security. I see at least 3-4 people facing east. We'll see if Stormfront manages to get in behind him.
See a small movement by the Brits to get some ground. They're diverting a squad south to try to flank around. See how that goes. Long firefight here. This is a long firefight.
Yeah, very, very long, drawn-out firefight.
This road on the south is going to be hard to push through, but they're doing it. And they crossed that road with no smoke.
Very
damn.
ballsy. And they're just sitting. They're not even moving from the other side. Yeah, there they go. They're going to start vaulting over. Now, Rival, first one to get over and goes down. That's a squad lead. That's a third squad lead down.
And now this whole British squad's stuck in the road. From the flank, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're getting flanked from the east.
Yep, Stormfront.
Chewing up this squad.
Look at all those bodies.
Flashbacks right now. They're getting stuck in this compound in the center here. They're getting picked to pieces.
Yeah, they are. The INS are just going to slowly tighten in on these guys.
North has been halted by that one insurgent squad. They're going to try to push straight through the middle. They're trying to go straight through it now. They'll fuck the flanks. We're going in.
Seabass just holding down an angle. Not even an angle. He's like sitting in the middle of the archway, just letting people walk towards him. Takes out, I see 3 bodies. Seabass is going to go down. He's not going to be able to bandage in time. There he goes. Eventually bleeds out. Took out 3 from the looks of it, though. So much action going on all over. It's like scattered firefights. There's not any real like platoon on platoon action. It's like squad on squad, fire team on fire team.
Huge engagement across the entire line. Smoke, grenades, rounds going back and back.
We're making our way safely down here.
This is such a shitty
More movement going out here. B-Card doing his best to grab control over the rest of the squad.
INS are just a really good spot. The British are like they're stuck up against the INS and they're not going to be able to move that route.
Well, see, here's the rough part about holding that wide of a platoon line with INS is you can cover a lot of ground, but Brits are just trying to force their way through the front now, and it's working.
And it really is. T just mows down 3 people that were posted up on the same wall. They're within grenade range. T is calling for grenades. He is a fire team lead. And this might be the opening.
I mean, they're getting direct with it now.
Let's check on Stormfront's movement. Stormfront doesn't look like they've moved anymore. The INS is sort of consolidating.
The Brits are just pushing through. They need to pull in that rear squad right now and come in from behind, because right now they're getting outpaced. Brits are just saying, you know, fuck all the subtleties. We're going straight in for the gold, and they're pushing in with their squads direct front.
It's a great job on them making a decision and understand that they need to move. They can't afford to do what the British did last time and just hold up in a compound. They're going to keep up the momentum and keep trying to push, and hopefully just outrun Squad 1 for the INS as they continue to push west. You hear that in command comm? Don't get bogged down. Just keep moving. Great
momentum.
calls by them.
Momentum is everything.
They're continuing to clear compounds, barely outpacing Squad 1 for the INS as they continue to move west.
Interesting call here. They're not going to clear any compounds. They're just going to push through and outpace. I don't think we've ever seen that tactic used, but if there was ever a time to utilize it, it's now. They're going to get a breakthrough right here and complete their objectives and just punch straight through this INS line.
Oh my god, Expert is just mowing
Exped's
people
doing
down.
his best right here to slow them down.
And he's hurting them. I see 2 dead, 3 pretty heavily wounded, and 1 that may bleed out.
Exped's just holding off the entire British platoon right now. He's just trying to lock him down enough for Stormfront to come in from the rear.
Frag grenade goes out.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know. Nope. Lands on the outside of the wall.
Just short.
He needed. If it was a little to the right and went through the doorway, it would have been perfect.
Exped just putting out rounds. The Brits are like, we're not gonna have any of that. We're pushing straight through the middle. They're gonna continue pushing.
Gulf 6-1 now. They're pushing right into.
And it looks like Squad 1 for the INS have finally caught up to the rear portion of the British forces.
What an interesting game we're having here. What an excellent demonstration of just pure aggression and just brutal strength. Right in the front, just punching through.
Brute forcing their way through the INS line.
Brute force their way through the center of the INS line, and they're not stopping.
They're just running, and anybody who dies is just dead.
This is the gauntlet, dude. This is the freaking gauntlet. This is one little, they're running through
the river, or like
INS
stream.
Squads. Yeah, and just rounds going overhead. This is just the gauntlet, dude. Anyone that stops or slows down is dead. I mean, they're gonna get through, and honestly, they just have to get out of the ambush. Anything past this is much better than the current situation. If they sit and fight in this, it's just work. Oh, that was a good frag on T. He's down. But you can see how momentum's everything. Everyone who's getting stopped and staying is getting wiped out. Everyone else is pushing straight through. Excellent demonstration of pure brute force and where exactly how it needs to be applied. Because as soon as the Brits get out of this kill zone, they're in a much better spot.
And they're already in a much better spot than the British were last time. They've got at least 5 people through the line. 5 to 7 people through the line already, which is double what the British managed to get to that last point during the first round.
What happened to No Man Left Behind? Millstar Moneyman is all the way back here, just sitting in a bush with his MG. Oh, Uj Key comes up on him.
Millstar Moneyman.
And he gets him.
Yep. DJ Key is down. Moneyman is just alone and completely and 100% surrounded by all the entire Russian platoon. The entire Russian platoon is in this exact area. Or sorry, I thought I said INS, didn't I? Insurgent? Oh, I said Russian. I did say Russian now. Yep. The entire INS platoon is surrounding this British force. What is the British objective?
All objectives completed. They've cleared the 3 compounds they needed to clear, put down their fobs, and now it's up to them to hold. So, tables have turned. It's up to them to defend and hold off the INS now.
Yep, green. So that objective was to clear 3 sectors marked with these red, with these fobs that they put down, signifying that they cleared the objective. Apparently, since they got hid in the rear, it wasn't super clear, but it was clear enough at the time that they felt safe enough to drop their fob, and they actually made it through to their final objective with 4,
What
5,
an interesting tactic.
A full British squad made it through.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. And Mr. Moneyman is going to get out, too.
Is he?
Friendly on the north side.
Yep. Unless X-Bit spots him and shoots him in the ass here.
There's Mr. Moneyman. He's just running, trying to make his way. I don't think he is spotted. Love the crouch
Keeping
run.
his head down, yep. But I mean, that is the right call. When you know that the enemy's spread out like that, if you pick a singular point and punch through, you can punch through. That's the right call. You don't want to fight 1-to-1 on a long line like that if you have to push through. You just lose time and momentum.
They're gonna get stormed hard, Nathan. They are gonna get stormed hard, but they have defenders advantage now. They do not have to peek anything. They have sandbags set up, or infantry sandbags set up. They've got a couple infantry barbed wire they can get set up, and they just gotta watch their corners and let the INS come to them. It is relatively close, 16 downs for the British to 23, so it's within 5. The British can still do this. It is not out of reach for them.
Just watch all the angles.
I wish Squad would come out on the PS4. I don't know how close they are to releasing on the PS4, Luke.
Sauce, did you use your wire?
What side were you expecting them from?
Did you use
Where's
your wire?
Moneyman? Moneyman makes it! Moneyman makes it and rehooks up with the British squad. That's an MG they've got now, and that's a medium machine gun they've got. That's going to be a great asset for them as they continue to move.
Not quite sure what the insurgents are doing.
And what is this? There's a fire team on the south, or a two-man team on the south, Matt Bob and Uninvited Dream, that managed to evade the INS.
Alright, I'll probably head over to like, what's its face? F768, that little there-ish G7.
Hold arms down from now on until once I say, so we can hear footsteps.
Roger.
Unless you take contact, let me know.
INS needs to make a move now.
Alright, Dream, here's the plan. We're gonna head somewhere to the south of the fire.
INS does have a numerical advantage when they attempt to breach. It is going to help them. They just got to breach together. It can't be haphazard and one at a time, or they lose that numeric advantage. They have to be very coordinated. They do have their original command up, so it is very likely that they can be coordinated. I see one original, two of the original squad leads, both of them.
Wait, is Kirkley up?
Kirkley is up, so they've got
Where's
Kirkley
Oh, I
and two
see
of the
him.
original
Okay,
squad
okay.
leads. So command is still, they still have a structure of command for the
Unless
INS.
Matt
so.
Bob sees him here and quickly gets mowed down running through the field. Does Quickly see him? Oh my god, he sees him.
No, XFIT sees him. XFIT sees Matt Bob. Matt Bob and an Uninvited Dream do not and are just spraying wildly.
You think he's gonna try to go for a knife?
Oh my god, is he gonna get a knife? We've already seen Digit got a knife so earlier in the round.
Oh,
Uninvited Dream gets mowed down. Matt Bob's gonna go down too. There's no way he's making it out of this one. And Matt Bob eventually goes down. And that's the those two guys that almost managed to regroup.
Alright, so they got this entire north field locked down by GPMG on the roof.
Me squad 2. That's one at least.
That's gonna be very strong. Sugard up here with the GPMG.
Managing to control his recoil pretty effectively for not having his bipod out. It's
that RPG is
deceptively hard.
close.
Can someone call the western entrance?
I got the southwest
Yeah,
door.
someone needs to watch that western entrance.
Yeah, I got it. The one with the two blue doors.
They like you, Pick.
Yeah. Please kill them before they get to me. That door is directly leading to that.
Exactly, Xavier. There goes into those two guys. They didn't manage to make it too far. And I think the British need to stop peeking now. It's about time they just get down and watch their corners and let the INS come to them. Recluse keeps trying to peek, and he's getting shot at. It's only a matter of time before that INS realize where he's gonna peek from and just take an easy headshot.
A lot of low walls that they're using to advance on without getting spotted. Mr. Moneyman, once again, back in the field with his bipod down.
It's a really good spot, too. I don't hate this spot. When you think about it, it's not great because he's in the middle of the field. But in the context of the positioning of like the INS and what he knows is going to happen, he's not in a terrible spot, and he's using the vegetation to his advantage.
Very little movement coming out by INS now. I think they're trying to distract from the north and push in from the south.
I think that's exactly what they're gonna do. They got squad 1 and 2 going for a long fling. Squad 4 on the southeast trying to push in really close, and looks like squad 3 is really just distraction. Three guys up there: Wicked, Shifty, and Top Gun.
Northeast for you.
Top Bun. Yeah, Top Bun. Look like they're just gonna draw pressure. Is Moneyman the last of his squad? I do believe Moneyman is the last of his squad. He is the last of his squad, and he is just took out Wicked, puts him at 4 kills. Great job, Moneyman, so far. Looks like there are 4 INS left on the north side, while the remainder of the INS platoon is on the south.
They're wall to wall now.
They're on the compound. They need. See, this is that haphazard push where they're going to lose their numerical advantage. They need a rate for everybody to get there.
Yeah.
Oof. Perfectly.
He set up. Oh my god. Just fighting for that fire superiority right there.
Kirkland's gonna try and vault. Very ballsy.
Made it up and over. This is a great spot.
This is INS Command who's on the roof now.
Nope.
Can he make use of it? Mr. Sauce hears him. No, Payne hears him.
Here they come.
Kirkley takes out Recluse. They hear Kirkley.
Yeah, pop out and get him.
Kirkley's gonna see Mr. Sauce. Oh, Kirkley goes down. That's INS Command. Squad 1 is clearing out an empty half of the compound using grenades. Well, I guess it's not. It wasn't empty.
Whoa! Good RPG goes right in there, kills William.
Very nice RPG. And they've got a breach. They're in.
It looks clear. How far? I'm not seeing anything, but I can hear some shots. I think those are
It looks like 1, 2. There are only 6 British left, including Moneyman, who's on the outside, having a 1v1 with Private Christian. Oh, Goose is going to ruin the 1v1. Moneyman's going to get out of there. Christian's going to watch him.
Quickly go down.
Expit is in the area.
Randall's down too.
Expit has command. Expit's taking shots at Sugar.
Great, what's it called?
Yeah, I heard the fucking G3.
Get in there, Expit. He went in for a knife. Expit went in for a knife and gets mowed down. INS still have their numbers, but they're just haphazardly pushing in. There's no.
Nope, he's up.
If you need to reload,
Goose vaults the wall. Oh no, he vaults. It looked like he vaulted the wall to get over to Pickle, but he vaults the wall and goes after Moneyman. Moneyman goes down.
A lot of INS stacked up here on the west. Oh, is that barbed wire?
7 INS to 3.
There's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
7 to 6.
8 INS versus 3 Brits.
No, it's 8 INS versus 5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, wow, that peak he actually hits Silk right there.
Sugar's gonna bleed. There he goes. He was bleeding out. He's like, I gotta charge these guys. I gotta do what I can do. INS still have that numerical advantage.
Goose takes out Pickle on the east.
And I think the remaining British are both Payne and Mr. Sauce in the same building.
Look at these peaks! INS just winning all the peaks!
That was the radio.
Let's go down.
Crazy shooting
Get ready.
by INS.
Oh no.
And we're down to the Alamo once again for the Brits.
You better be watching that left side, man. At the right side of that door.
I'm watching right.
INS clearing up
So,
top half. We got one hell of a fatal funnel right here. This is one hell of a fatal funnel.
Cross angle.
No one wants to check that fatal funnel.
And
They all look at the door, and then they look the other way. Here we go. Damien going in. First one in.
Watching left.
What?
Damien gets shot, and all of the British have bipods. These are just super steady shots. They're not gonna miss. Like
Someone's gonna have to get back up on that roof.
Yeah, I think so. 3-dimensional. You got to get on that roof and hit him from the roof.
Oh, Shifty goes in next. Okay, they can actually pull this off.
Yeah, I do believe.
Left door this time, I think.
Unless they get some key grenades or they realize they need to come in from a different angle.
If they all push this one door, I don't know.
Top bun goes down.
I'm up. I got one.
Dr. Stalker goes down.
Running in.
One at a time.
Oh my God.
Shifty's got to bleed.
No way.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, clutch.
I can't. I'm coming in.
Mr. Sauce is having a bandage. This is their opening. And the opening is gone.
Defender's advantage. Unless they get tricky with the roof, Brits are gonna clutch it.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Brits are gonna clutch it.
To my left.
We've got who's that? Mitty and Goose against Payne and Mr. Sauce.
Yeah, I think it went above us or up.
He's looking. They're looking for the above jump up.
They are.
Reload.
Oh, right here. They're gonna vault this. Oh, he's walking. Goose is smart. He doesn't want them to hear. They're walking.
Oh, sneaky.
Let me know when you're back. I'm up.
I'm up.
You're watching left side of the door.
You don't hear him.
I'm moving in now.
The comms you hear are the British comms.
Alright. He might be above us.
Here we go. Goose going up and over.
They're trying to climb. They're calling that. They're calling that they're trying to climb.
Yeah, mine.
He's above us. Are you up?
I'm up. There's a guy above.
Roger.
I like this. Mr. Sauce takes out
Oh
Mitty.
my God, they're gonna do it.
They're gonna clutch it.
I got him.
British are gonna clutch it after brute forcing their way through that final point.
There's no one run around. Go.
Watching left side.
I'm on right. Was that you?
What's he gonna do? It's up to Goose.
They gotta be getting the people, man.
Yeah.
Goose doesn't know what to do. How's he gonna come? The options you see are in like the direct center of the screen. There's two entrances that are being watched by Mr. Sauce and Payne, and then there's the roof entrance. There's the only way to take them out, and they've got great coverage using the bipods.
He's just trying to rack his brain around how he's gonna do this.
They're not nearby.
What was that?
I don't know. Radio just
Clink.
rebuilt itself.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
radio rebuilt itself.
I was like, oh no.
Hold. Movement southwest. He's on the corner.
They hear Goose.
He's vaulting.
2v1 right now.
It is 2v1. British,
Alright,
Mr.
gonna
Sauce
go
and
back in my
Payne
corner to watch
against Goose. Last INS. Mr. Sauce is giving up his
Yeah, if you
position.
did, you just move.
Yeah, no, I'm moving. I'm not moving anymore.
Stop moving. Yeah, south wall. He's moving southeast.
Goose is probably like sweating it right now. He's.
Well, he's got Payne. He's got that.
Wait!
that
Oh,
V10.
look at him. He's trying to. Oh! He got it! He got it!
They don't hear him.
If Goose walks it.
Look at that. He's walking it.
That was me.
They're gonna hear him vault this.
Does he have a grenade?
Yeah,
Yeah,
jump
they
down.
heard it. They heard it.
He might be on my roof. Roof.
Roger.
Can
I'm
Goose
holding
get
both.
this shot?
He's working the angle. He's working the angle. He's gonna see the barrel. No,
He's above me. He's gonna drop.
Oh
down.
my
Jump
god.
down.
If he can see the barrel sticking out from under this.
I've got multiple footsteps.
No, he's not gonna come in at the right angle. He's gonna go down. Oh, he takes out Mr. Sauce!
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's 1v1 now. Oh my god! Oh my god.
It's a straight 1v1.
It's just straight 1v1 now.
He's got the angle. He's got the angle. He's not gonna watch this wall. If he creeps along this.
No, he can't.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my god, he pulled that off. Dude, this is insane. Goose is working every angle. Look at him. He's using his brain. He's working every angle he can before he moves off that roof. He's checking every spot he can before he gets off the roof. Oh!
Here we go.
He's working. He's pieing that corner. He knows not to get right up against the corner because he doesn't want his barrel to stick through. He's got to be careful. His barrel's gonna stick through. Oh wait.
He's trying to lean. He's trying to prone lean, but it's on like a stair.
Oh. He can bait peek if he just like shoots in the door. Pain will overreact. No, you can't. No, his barrel.
He's gonna lean. He's not gonna. No.
No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Charge him now. Go.
Oh my god!
He looked away!
He looked away! Oh my god! Kane clutches it. He fucking clutches it. Oh my god, dude! Oh my
Why did he look away? What?
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! That was so intense. Oh my! He looked away.
What?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, that was amazing!
Wow.
Oh, the emotional roller coaster of the last 5 minutes of that op. Holy shit!
What an op! Great job, Payne.
Holy fuck!
Great job on the British to just brute force their way through the INS line and manage to get a full squad to their last objective and hold out to the very end. It was super clutch. It was looking really bad for them. Great job, Rose's squad leads, for taking charge after he DC'd, and even his fire team leads for continuing on the aggression, and just great job on the INS adapting over, or on the British for adapting overall. Well, that about wraps it up for us here at Squad Up. Thanks everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw, give us a follow at twitch.tv/squadops. If you're interested in joining us in any of these One Life events, check us out, squadops.gg. And thank you, Karmacut, for being a co-commentator. I'm one of the commentators at Shattered Ritual. Thank you, Barden, for doing all the behind-the-scenes mixing. And thanks all of our POVs that were on the ground providing such a great experience. Thank you, everybody. And you can catch us on Wednesday for our next op. And
don't
we
forget
will...
those links, guys. Squadops.gg for the main website. You can check out our stream there. Join the community. We host private events, training, and public servers. And then, like Shadow said before, check out Squad Ops, twitch.tv/Squad Ops to catch all the Squad Ops exclusive streams.